This news update is brought to you by
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Friday, April the 4th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning. Health authorities are warning Barbadians to take all the necessary precautionary measures to keep out the deadly mosquito-borne chikungunya disease, which has now topped the 3,200 mark in other Caribbean countries. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Elizabeth Ferdinand tells Barbados Today, while this country has so far escaped the ravages of the virus, it's not the time to be complacent.
We're continuing to monitor and we're continuing to take preventive action because it's the same mosquito that spreads dengue fever. So we're working to make sure that the Aedes indices are down. In other words, there's not a lot of mosquitoes around, so that the chance of transmission to people, if it does come, will be very low.
Dr. Ferdinand is advising householders especially to avoid keeping water in containers for any length of time and do all the things normally done to avoid mosquito breeding. The latest word from the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control revealed that there have been 3,211 confirmed chikungunya cases reported in the region to date. There were 342 confirmed and probable cases in the last week and 2,238 new suspected cases, including one in St. Lucia. 5 of those infected with the virus have died, while 15,282 people are suspected to have it in the Caribbean. Workers who have been identified to be sent home from the Barbados Community College may keep their jobs after all. But following a meeting yesterday with management, General Secretary of the National Union of Public Workers, Dennis Clark, told Barbados Today the final decision is in the hands of the BCC's board.
We are supposed to get back to the table. We are looking at other cost-cutting measures that can be done rather than terminating services, so we're supposed to get back to the table. That's what it is in a nutshell. They got to go back to the board and get back to us. So that should be pretty soon, though.
At a time when thousands of Barbadians are losing their jobs and cash is short, the local Muslim community has come to the rescue of the needy. Working in collaboration with the Welfare Department, the Barbados Muslim Association will initially be distributing 35 food baskets to householders in the vicinity of 3 of their places of worship, that's Kensington New Road, Sobers Lane, and Belleville. Secretary of the association, Suleiman Bulbulia, says its members have raised the funds to supply the food baskets and make this initiative an ongoing project.
We just felt that at the level of the organization, of the community level, we wanted to do that. And we want to do it publicly as well. We like to do a lot of things privately because our faith teaches us that you give with your right hand such that your left hand doesn't know what you're giving. But we also feel that it's important that publicly at times we need to know, the community knows that something is happening as well. Because sometimes people tend to say, well, you don't do anything for the community. And then they say, well, we don't know that you're doing anything for the community, whereas it is happening.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
On the regional front, the Jamaica government has met the primary surplus target and is now on its way to surpassing a 4th consecutive quarterly review under its economic program with the International Monetary Fund. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips says he expects a positive review for the end of March. He said that under the agreement with the IMF, Jamaica must achieve a 7.5% primary balance, or some 111.5 billion Jamaica dollars. As at February, 79 billion Jamaica dollars was accounted for, leaving the government with a task of raising 32.5 billion Jamaica dollars in the last month of the fiscal year. Internationally now, a new medical device that could save thousands of lives by preventing opioid overdoses has been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. The handheld auto-injector is designed for family and caregivers to administer a single dose of a drug called naloxone, which rapidly reverses the effects of heroin and other opioids. Called FZO, the emergency treatment works like the well-known EpiPen and epinephrine auto-injector for serious allergic reactions, as it is injected into the muscle and does not require training, making it more user-friendly. That's been the 7 a.m. update. Join us again at noon. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun.